Grace and peace, family. I'm so happy to be here. I hope everybody's having a very blessed day. So this subject I'm about to get into is going to be a deep one. So first off, we're going to be talking about energetic vibrational transfers. Now, this is going to be a new one for a lot of people, especially the ones that I speak to, because this will not have much biblical principles, but it is applied in the realm of the Most High. So I will be referencing God when it comes to this, but a lot of people have yet to merge the ideas of universal law and Christianity. They go hand in hand, because where the Lord has set us up with our understanding as to how to come to Him and how to govern yourself, we also have planetary law that we have to abide by, which sets things in motion, such as karma, how to magnetize yourself, how to correct your vibration. All of these things matter, and they go hand in hand with a lot of religious principles. But today we're going to just talk about energetic vibrational transfers, right? So let's get into that. All right, so what is energetic vibrational transfers? Well, it's the process of lowering your vibration to match or meet another person's to aid in their development. Pretty much, you're transferring your energy to that person a bit so that they can develop themselves, so they can become either better, higher vibing, but it's usually done to assist another person, whether you know that's what you're doing or not. Okay? Now, people who usually cater with energetic vibrational transfers, they normally are people who are empathic, meaning you sense what another person needs, even if they don't. Whether that person is very low in confidence, or that person has low self-worth, even if that person is surrounded by people who make them feel like they're not worthy of much, or they don't cater to the fact that person needs a bit of coaching, you feel it, so you're aiding and assisting them, right? This can be a very good thing for the most part. It helps you assist with pulling them up. So that's one pro. Another pro is it caters to the fact that as an empath, we naturally want to assist. We pretty much walk through the idea of acts of service as the way we love. So to watch somebody succeed, it makes us feel good. So it's very fulfilling. Now, like I said, it can be a very good thing, but you have to master how to use the skill in order for it to be a good thing. Because what will happen when you don't master the skill is you'll find that you're losing more than you're gaining. So we'll go into the cons. The first con that I had to write down was sacrificing your own vibrational energy. When you're someone who is high vibing, meaning when you naturally operate from a very high position, meaning you understand yourself, you know who you are, you know where you're going, you operate from a place of unconditional love. Your vibration is naturally very high. You sacrifice that vibration when you come down to a lower vibration, even if it is to assist someone. And that's how the transfer can actually be a negative aspect, because you are giving someone a piece of yourself. You're giving them a piece of your energy, a taste of your energy. Not everybody's polite. I'm sure we've all had that one or two people in our lives where you're like, you want a bite of my cookie? And they go to take a bite, but they don't take a nibble. They take a bite. That's what you're more or less trying to guard from. Instead of offering for someone to take a bite of your cookie, it might be wiser to take off the piece you're willing to give up, instead of allowing them to decide if they're going to treat you fairly or not with your offer. Right? Now, it can cause diminished creativity, because when you are giving a piece of your energy, sometimes you had to take it from somewhere. So you'll find that you don't feel as creative, maybe. You don't want to do the things you naturally want to do. That comes from the energy transfer or too much being taken away. Imbalances in your emotional well-being is usually your red flag that you've done too much for maybe someone that you should have maybe given a piece to. When you need to sleep more in order to regain your energetic field again, it's usually a telltale sign. Feeling fatigue, sometimes even overeating or undereating can be a red flag that you've now been in contact with somebody who's taking too much energy. Now, i.e. someone who steals a lot of your energy from you, they usually are coined with the term energy vampires. We look at energy vampires as a negative thing, but over 50% of people who are energy vampires have no idea that they're energy vampires. And this is a real factor. Most of the time they don't know. So, depending on how you choose to manage the energy vampire that is in your life, you may need to be heavy-handed with some and very light-fingered with others. Now, when it comes to the heavy-handed ones, because you will come in contact with the energy vampires who are skilled at manipulating a situation so that they can get what they need. These are the ones where you may see that this person has diminished insecurities. So they're very insecure and they have diminished self-worth. But they hide that under narcissism. Now, when they do that, you can easily fall into the position where they actually use word witchery to have you give up more of your energy than you want to. Now, let me explain this one. Now, when you're speaking to someone and they say things like, oh, well, I never felt like I was pretty when I was younger. God forbid. Or people always made me feel shamed or feel bad. It's one thing to tell that person, oh no, you are, don't let anyone make you feel that way. That's how you want to handle those situations. But you do not want to handle the situation where they said, oh my gosh, I love your hair's so much prettier than mine. And you say, no, it's not, yours is better. When you know that they feel theirs is better. Because what you are now doing is you are taking your energetic ability to feel confident within you, giving it to them so that they can feel confident about themselves in the area that they may already be a little confident in, and nothing is being given back. So now you've lost a bit of your vibration due to building the confidence of someone else in an area that they already had, hence being drained. So now you second guess the fact that you feel good about an aspect of yourself so that someone else can feel better about themselves. This is a no-no. We don't transfer energy and compliments for the sake of someone else. The other way that this can be used against you is when the energy vampire uses what we call word witchery. People like witchery, they think about the idea of witchery, but spells. We spell words, which means words are what spells are. How do you use spell work? It's by having someone say something that they don't want to say. And that's how that gets used against you. Just like I used the example of saying, oh no, your hair is pretty. That's great. But when you have to say, no, mine isn't as good to make someone else feel better, that is word witchery. You should not have to diminish yourself for someone else to build confidence. And based on the way the conversation is structured, you can be unknowingly tricked into saying things about yourself that aren't true. therefore sacrificing your vibration to save another, but then also transferring energy to another person in a way that you did not mean. Now, what happens is where you're coming into this situation as a high vibrational person and you're aiding in their development, that person has now brought you down to their vibration and inadvertently swapped positions with you. This is where the negative aspects of you losing yourself, diminished creativity, feeling drained, feeling fatigued, not feeling as good, not feeling like yourself comes into place. That's not supposed to happen when you assist someone. You are supposed to be able to pull them up, but never be pulled down. So if you ever feel drained or pulled down to a level that you're not supposed to be at after socialization with someone, red flag, that person is draining you energetically. The Lord does not allow us to leave our vibration to aid others until you master this. Understanding what the wordplay needs to be and how you can help without sacrificing yourself. The Lord does not ask for us to sacrifice ourselves for the sake of saving another. So know this, okay? He will never call for it. So, as you begin to understand the plan that God has for you, you start to align with how it could even work as your purpose. When you're someone who's supposed to help people who are on a vibrational level that is lower than your own, the Lord will give you the tools to master your own vibration so that you learn how to protect it. And yes, there are ways to protect it. As an empath, I know a lot of empaths complain about the fact that they pull energy from people, and it is really hard to manage because when you're taking someone else's energy, you sometimes don't even know if you really feel the way you do, because if you're in a large crowd, you're feeling the energy off of everyone. You'll feel happy, sad, upset, frustrated, and none of those are your energies. So learning how to master your own energy so that this does not happen will put you in a position where you can actually assist others with correction. Now, we are all an energy vampire for someone else until you master it. I repeat it. We are all capable of being an energy vampire for someone who has not mastered their own energy. And I will explain why. Everyone wants to feel good, but not everyone has the ability to master how they feel good in the energy of someone else. Because a lot of us are taught to be self-serving, especially from young. We naturally gravitate to the tools that we already possess. I've seen energy vampiring out of children in the 4th grade, using the same technique I was talking about before, where maybe they'll say, oh, well, they don't feel as confident in their clothing. And someone says, oh, well, I love your outfit. And they're like, no, my outfit it's nice, but your outfit is so much better. And you're like, mine just looks so terrible. And they're like, no, your outfit looks so good. I've had this sweater for 5 years and it's my favorite, but it's not as good as yours. Yours is new. Now you've diminished something that you actually enjoy, something that brought you happiness, for the sake of someone feeling good about what they already possess. Meanwhile, you look at it from their aspect and you understand that it is still pretty good. But they wanted you to say that theirs is better because that makes them feel good. Craving attention or craving validation from someone else when it comes from them diminishing themselves is energy manipulation and energy vampiring. Understanding how the wordplay is and how to protect yourself from falling into positions where you do it naturally. And this is coming from somebody who did. For a long time, I did not know much about energy transfers. I didn't know about universal law. So when I would assist others, I didn't understand that why sometimes it felt like those areas were just a miss. Or it felt like after I spoke with that person, they felt better, but I didn't feel as good anymore. I felt devalued. That comes from not recognizing that you're giving up your power. You're naturally high vibrational, and you're allowing someone to siphon your energy so that they can feel high vibrational. This is a lot. But I will go into energy vampiring and energetic vibrational transfers another time. Feel free to send some comments. Ask questions, because I got a lot of information on this one topic. I have figured out how to master it, and I want to help others figure out how to master it as well. So if you believe you're an empath, you've dealt with a lot of people who you feel like take and don't give back, and you don't know how to protect yourself from it, send me a message, because I'm sure I got some tips and tricks in the bag that will assist you with keeping your vibration high. Until the next one, family, I love you much. Love and light.